Welcome back to Each Other's Mothers. We've been on hiatus for a couple weeks. My cat's tail fell off into a doorway.
That was your cat that lost its tail.
Did you see it when it's bandaged?
I didn't.
Oh,
I
no.
forgot about that. I got you a tail.
Yes, you did absolutely mail me a tail, and it was hilarious because it's like you can't send a tail without the lingerie. So Joe like sent me lingerie with like cat ears and like a cat tail, but like the package says to Joe from Joe for your cat in parentheses. So I'm like dying laughing as I'm pulling the stuff out. But coincidentally enough, I have a lingerie party on the 23rd. So
you have a lingerie party? How fun.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're invited too, actually.
Me?
Yes, I was told today to give you the invite.
Who's party?
Who do you think? Zelina and Brie, obviously.
Oh my god, I have to go. It's a lesbian.
You have to RSVP to the orgy is what I'm trying to tell you.
I can't do an orgy again.
Not again?
No.
You're over it once you're one and done?
I'm tired. There's too much going on. I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, I gotta take a breather.
I'm loving the energy today, but we do have to intro our guest.
Yeah,
Wait, what happened at the orgy, though?
Joe's like, don't intro me. I just want to chat.
He's like, me and the band will come.
There was too many things going on?
Yeah, what was going on?
We'll talk about it in a second.
Okay.
Let's intro to somebody who I'm so excited to talk to today.
Yes.
Joe. Oh my god, I'm forgetting his last name.
You don't.
I'm a little starstruck right now. I've been I have to worry about it all day.
All right, I'll handle this. It'll come from the heart. My very, very good friend for many years now, we met in college, is Joe Hertler. Yay, he's here. Joe Hertler and the Rainbow Seekers. But that's not all of you. I know you in other forms.
We know each other well.
Well, for a very long time. We were just little babies, and we were in our 20s trying to figure out life.
When did we actually meet? It was like
my sophomore year. Our sophomore year?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Are you a year older than me?
I think so.
I'm 08, graduated high school 08. So yeah, maybe. We met through Tiffany Stubbs.
Oh yeah, it was through Tiffany.
Her and I went on a little like blind.
Why do I feel like you meet every person through some bitch named Tiffany?
Because that's who Tiffany is in a nutshell. But yeah, that's pretty much me in a nutshell as well. Yeah.
True.
Yeah, blonde white chick named Tiffany. And she's one of the best humans on the planet.
Yeah,
Shout out Tiffany Stubbs. She lives in San Diego now. But yeah, she asked me like on a little girls' date. We didn't meet. We met each other on the internet.
Wait,
through
real?
Kara. Do you remember Kara?
I know Kara. Yes.
Yeah, so like Kara, her and Kara were supposed to go on a girls' date, but Kara got sick and she couldn't come. And Kara wanted to be my friend because we had a mutual friend from Clarkston.
What about, how'd you meet on the internet then? Wait.
Because she just was like, it was like a Facebook thing.
Oh.
And she was like, we're mutual friends with Jackson, who was our roommate for a while.
He gave me my couch.
Jackson
His
Kimball,
couch.
giver of couches.
It's a great couch.
Yes. So Kara was like, we have the same friends. You must be cool. We're from the same area. Now we're in college together. Let's be friends.
Nice.
Yeah. And then she's like, I'm going to bring my friend Tiffany. We're going to go watch my friend Joe's show. And it was the coffee shop.
Kaya Coffee.
At Central Michigan University. And the rest is history.
I was just stalking your Spotify before you came here. Listen to some of your music. It's pretty good.
Thank you. I spend a lot of time on it.
You do a good job. So you have like a whole little setup in your place.
Yeah.
I see.
I live downtown Ann Arbor. I have a little studio. It's a humble little spot. It's very
a humble
vertical.
Little studio for a humble man.
Hey, yeah. I would like it to be a lot more big and cocky and arrogant and just like all of the things.
Bachelor
all the
pad,
gear.
like pimped out.
No.
Where do the Rainbow Seekers stay?
Everyone has their own places to stay.
Thank
we
God.
don't actually
like kept them like trapped
they live
somewhere.
and breathe and poop and fart and fuck together. That's
pretty.
Yeah.
That's kind of how it is on tour a little bit.
Yeah.
We have a large vehicle. Mm-hmm. Granted, we do get hotels and stuff.
How many are there? Are you 6, 7?
Yeah,
you're
7.
You're
it's
like 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of us kind of in like the general like Rainbow Seeker world.
Mm-hmm.
Our touring party is 6, hometown shows 7, and then plus a crew member or 2.
Okay, cool.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Stella says she wants to fuck the one in the bucket hat.
The bucket hat one.
I said that.
Yeah, you said that.
I think it's like a porn stash or something.
Yeah, he's got a great mustache.
There you go.
You hear that? What's his name? Mark?
I'm pretty sure he's got a pretty big dick too.
Hey.
Oh, you would know.
Hell yeah. I love that.
You can see the outline sometimes.
Yeah.
You spend enough time with people, you generally get a sense.
Can we talk about these pants that were
Figure it
arrived
out.
at my house? I thought they were for
Yes.
Johanna, and I'm like, they're a little big, babe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
a little big.
They are a little bit.
What are these for?
They are waiters. I accidentally ordered them here.
They're very nice.
Which is hilarious.
So,
Oh, because you sent the cattail here.
yes,
Right.
I can't tell.
It
And
makes sense
Amazon
now.
like defaults to whoever I sent stuff or whatever address was that I last sent stuff to. So the next thing I got were these waiters, and it's for a trip called Death Trip, and it's taking place
Ooh.
the first weekend of October. You've
Amazing.
heard about Psychedelic Adventure Club, right?
Is it you guys going camping?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you guys, is this your winter one? Or no, I guess it's not
It's in the
technically.
fall. It'll still be cold.
But you
But-
do a winter one too.
Yeah, we do a lot of winter camping.
Okay, yeah.
But this one in particular is like cold weather paddling. So we'll go out, I think it's like 4 or 5 days. Just go off.
I've always wanted to go camping with you guys. I don't want to do a
should.
winter one, but I would love to go to another one.
It kind of just started because like that's when we had time off.
Do you like
Right.
camp or you camp?
Oh,
This
they're
is-
like roughing it.
We're roughing. I mean,
Yeah.
to some extent, it's like everyone has jobs and can afford gear
Sure.
and is like doing.
If you
decent
ask me,
enough to,
if you
like-
ask Stella and I, you're roughing it. You know.
Yeah. In that sense, we're roughing it. We're putting everything
I've
into
never been camping
kayaks.
before in my life.
It's fun.
Just the single
No,
blink.
like I want to because I really love like being outside. I love nature and that stuff. I would sleep outside in like a tent, like a pimped out tent. You know what I mean? But like
Have you done like a camping festival before?
no, absolutely not. We were
Okay.
supposed to go on a camping trip one time, and it didn't end up happening. Thank God. And I was asking my friend where we were going. It was a great spot. It was like, where was it with Alex in the UP?
Yeah.
And I was like, is there a bathroom, like a shower? We're going for like a whole weekend. She's like, no. I was like, oh, so I'm like, I have like to dig a hole. She's like, yeah. And I'm like, you know what? I actually picked up a shift that Saturday, so I don't think I'm going to make the camping trip this time. But you know what? Good luck to you.
I
You
respect
want to
that
wipe your ass with leaves? Wipe your ass with leaves, but I'm not.
you don't have to do that. You know, we
That's
usually
real
bring
earthy,
toilet
right?
paper.
Yeah, it's a little too
I
much.
like that you've just never camped at a festival. I was gonna say because like festival camping is like way worse than like
Way worse.
going
Is it really?
camping.
How do
Yeah.
you trust? How do you
Fuck
leave?
that.
Like people go to Coachella, they camp and like go to these crazy festivals, EDM shows, and I like. Not that I haven't been to one. I've never camped at one, so I could imagine leaving all my shit somewhere and like some crazy person breaking in my tent.
I mean,
or,
it
like,
does happen. That does
yeah,
happen.
obviously, yeah, but
Yeah.
You just gotta do it. It's fun.
I
Yeah.
want to take you camping now and just film the entire
Can I come with you
situation.
guys?
Yes,
yeah.
absolutely,
You can be
Joe.
our guide.
bring
You
the
can be
rainbow
our
seekers.
shaman.
Let's go.
We're actually seeking a new shaman right now. So
What happened to the last show?
she moved
She
to
got engaged
San
and moved
Francisco.
to San Francisco.
Classic
So clearly,
losing a
she's
shaman
doing
to
it right,
California.
and I'm not. So
Yeah. Period. Let's get back to the orgy you were talking about.
Oh
though.
yeah, I wanted to hear about the orgy.
Too many beats per minute. Is that what it was?
yeah, as far as I was trans, it was a gay orgy, and it was just it kept like adding on and adding on and adding on, and I was just like, there's too many people, just too many heads in the game, and then I became like the bitch, clearly,
Exciting.
Wow.
and I was just like, I'm tired,
Yeah.
and it's like something I wanted to do and check off a bucket list. And
Sure.
I did. Would I do it again? Maybe.
Yeah.
Sure.
But
What's the
we'll see.
ideal amount of people for an orgy?
I could do 3. We could do
The amount of
3.
people you have in your
We could
band.
do 4, a couple. I don't know. I'm open, but at the
Yeah.
same time, I'm just like,
I never have I ever.
I don't. Yeah.
It's just like too much, you know?
it's fine.
For
It
me.
seems like a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like I'm already like overstimulated in general. I'd just be like,
Do you have a girlfriend?
at the moment I'm single. For like the first time in a while.
Thank God.
I've been
Be
single for a year.
single.
so
Did you
I'm,
hear that,
like,
ladies?
Actually single. Hey.
Yeah.
How do you like living your single life? You have a humble studio out here. Is that what you said, right?
Hinge is a fucking weird, nasty swamp of a place.
It's turning
Yeah?
into that. Hinge used
You're
to be
on the
good.
apps,
now
bro?
it's bad.
Why is it bad? I'm on the apps. I'm trying to meet
Oh
someone
my
fresh. You know,
God.
like
You're right.
I don't know.
Brand new.
Yeah.
Okay.
They have
Yeah.
like Hinge is kind of cool though. You can like put questions and like you can talk now into it and like say funny stuff and like you can see people's humor more into it.
You can make a nice looking profile. I mean, I spent quite a long time.
Not me
around.
scrolling through Hinge when I leave here and seeing Joe on it. I'm like, oh hey.
Hey.
Yeah. What's up, dude?
What's up?
Are you guys both using Hinge then?
No.
Why aren't you using?
I
Yeah, you don't
can't.
really go on
You're
them.
fresh out.
I can't get behind the app. I've never really been an app gal.
They-
I did it for like 3 days one time and I absolutely hated it. Yeah, I've just never been like, I think the one time I had it for 3 days, I got like sent really dumb messages and no one really like stood out to me.
Well,
and a
that's the
lot of
point.
it
It's
is like,
entertainment.
hey,
Because men
sup,
don't know how to do anything.
sup, and then nothing
It's so
happens, and then they don't respond for a long time, and I'm just like, I'm just gonna go to a bar,
I
like
think
I'm
I
just
found, like, the
gonna
love of
like
my life
hang out with
today.
my friends and meet their friends, and then like
That's how you
pray to
should
God
do
that I
it.
get laid, you know. But yeah, I'm not
you,
into
Joe.
it. Yeah, and I'm also just like not. I'm very unavailable at the very moment. But yeah, you've been single for a year. It's been fine.
It's been fine. I went through like a pretty heavy breakup, and then kind of just like I left Lansing, I moved to downtown Ann Arbor, and I just sort of like went to work. I just like worked on tunes. And then at some point I was like, wow, I'm just doing this for like 14 to 16 hours a day, like not doing anything else. And as of recent, I'm like, we're going to go out and like make friends around here.
Absolutely.
And have a decent time. So yeah, life's been good, honestly. I love living in Ann Arbor. Like it really is nice. My status quo is like through the roof. My new standard of living is like not sustainable, but I'm digging the high life for now.
Absolutely.
Got like
Ann
a couple
Arbor,
weeks left of probably being able to afford it, but
You're living the
tight.
highlight.
yeah, you're doing it. I can't wait for you to come over on this side because I know you've thought about it.
Yeah,
And I'm
definitely.
manifesting that it'll happen one day, and we'll have fun taking over the city together.
I know.
Yeah,
I do love. I'm from Metro Detroit. And
Right.
It's always nice being back.
Metro.
absolutely. So, have you successfully gone on any Hinge dates yet? And
Were they?
one.
How
Okay,
was it?
Uno.
I don't know if I should talk about it.
You're anonymous.
It's been cool.
Is she gonna listen to this right now?
I don't think so. It's hard. It's sort of
Yeah.
a situation where I'm not really sure if she's all that into me.
Yeah.
That's cute. You're humble.
Yeah, I just
You
don't
could
know.
be like, because you're a good-looking guy. You come up in here and be like, yeah, she loved me. You know, because some men do. But you're
What's
like
it-
honest. You're like, I think she likes me. Like it's. You know.
What is it like being on tour for you? Like you are
Do
so.
you have any super fans who are in love with?
I don't cross that line.
Okay, that's what I was gonna. Well, yes, I didn't think you did, but it's gotta be a lot. Like, is it overwhelming sometimes? I mean, you're just very attractive, and you also
thank
have
you.
like fans. You know, what I mean? Like actual real fans. So it's like that's gotta be a lot sometimes. Like, are you getting hit on like hard?
I mean, I guess so, but there's so much stuff going on. I think I'm just kind of like dumb and oblivious to it half the time. But
Just like don't think about it.
yeah, it's just like I'm there to play a show, and like I go in like very focused come show time.
Yeah.
Like, it's my job, and half the time logistically it just like doesn't work out. Like in the cases where maybe I've met someone where there's some chemistry, it's just like we got a 45-minute ride to the hotel, you know. and that might require being like hungover or really tired the next day.
Yeah.
True.
Shit, that's very true.
And
All right, man.
yeah,
Respect.
I know that's like the most lame thing to say, but it's really
No.
it's so much harder to get laid on tour than people think it is.
That
Even
makes
just watching
sense.
my bandmates be single, it's
Yeah.
fucking rare.
Damn.
I know it should. You'd think it would be like,
Yeah.
but
yeah, rock star.
it's just not.
Aerosmith in the 60s or something.
I don't know how they did.
I
think
always
it's just a
think
different
about that
time.
now. It's not. I don't think it's cute, and I don't think somebody who had like even people who come to us think I watch like the little trans people who love me and the gays that still have crushes on me, follow me on Grindr. Like I listen to your podcast, and like I wouldn't want to be with someone who's like watching my every move all the time, like a super fan. I want someone who didn't know who I was and like got to know me and enjoyed what I love doing. So
Totally.
I feel like people who are like performers or entertainers don't really like how Elvis wanted, like, or people back in the day dated their fans or whatever. It's just not like how it used to be.
Yeah, and I hope that doesn't sound like
No,
weird me saying
it
that,
doesn't.
but I just kind of want to find a good bud to hang out with and
Yeah.
maybe have sex and
Maybe
that
have
kinda
sex
stuff,
and have a
you
good
know?
time.
Have kids or whatever, get married. I don't know.
Do you want
wherever
kids
it
to get
goes.
married?
Yeah, that'd be tight. I think I'm kind of running out of time here. Me and Jess and Logan, if we don't figure it out in the next couple of years, we're gonna artificially
Date each other.
inseminate Jess, and then we'll roll the dice. It'll either be me or Logan's kid.
That's amazing.
I think it would be pretty obvious which
Yeah.
semen made it first, the egg, but
Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh.
Because what? All
That's where
three of
we're
you,
at.
all three of you want a kid,
yeah, but
and
we
you're
keep
just like,
we
yeah.
keep failing.
You're like,
So
oh,
So
we
you
got
guys are just sort of like
we got a
circle
turkey
jerk into a
baster.
cup and then just like
Yeah.
do that.
Speaking of which, did you jizz into my face wash?
No,
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
On God.
That's a little high up.
In the face wash?
that shelf's a little high up.
That's like,
I also
well, you
don't
take it down.
I also don't masturbate in the shower.
You
That's
don't?
good. That's nice.
No.
Do you?
It's nice.
No.
Like you, I
Not
don't
really.
No?
I like.
I
Go
don't.
find
I
someone to do
mean,
it
I
for
did when I
me.
was like in high school and thought it was cool.
Well,
Well, I was, like,
Johanna, that's
figuring out
interesting
shit.
you say that. I mean,
Why?
I don't know.
Oh,
That's like
well,
weird.
I-
I think I could.
I am a
You know what I said?
I am a psychopath.
I said I'm gonna jizz all over your CeraVe.
I know how you
Shouldn't
It's a
have
are.
to
CeraVe.
I know how you are. You're a silent anger.
A silent comer.
Well, that too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
No, not.
Are you?
I don't like when someone's like too much. We'll talk about that later.
It's got to
but
be like medium.
I am silent anger. I'm the type of person
You're
like
silent, like
because I work in the
stealth.
service industry. I'm a server, and like me being who I am, I feel like I don't have to work extra hard, but like I do. Like not everyone's reaction towards me is positive, so I try and be like happy-go-lucky. But in my head, I'm
Sure.
like, I fucking hate you, bitch.
Where do
No,
you work?
absolutely.
I work at
A place downtown.
a place downtown
Ferndale.
here in Ferndale.
Is it
Yeah,
a cool?
It's a
Oh,
bar.
probably don't have to mention it.
No, it's fine.
It's at a bar.
People
It's a
know who
sports
listen.
bar.
Yeah, it's a sports bar, and which is shocking. It's a very trans-friendly sports bar.
Mm-hmm.
The owners are fabulous. I love them so much.
I know
The
when,
owners are fabulous.
But it's hard, you know. But whatever.
I'm sure it is. One of my best friends slash like life roommate for like 15. You've met Hundy slash Michaela, formerly Hundo, formerly Mike.
You have a
I
trans
don't
friend?
think
I mean, yeah.
I'm a face person.
You've met.
Okay.
She's like 6'3", looks like Fabio,
That's hot.
jacked.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
wow.
I'm surprised you. But yeah, we've lived on and off together for
I'm like,
years.
if I would have met them, I would have fucked
Look
them.
at you both living with trans.
But
Look at us
she,
go, so progressive.
You're so progressive.
No, I mean, she's always been gender bending. Like, Honey's always been bisexual and just like
Yeah.
doing her thing, but finally decided to take those next steps.
Hell yeah.
And it was tough. Like, it was not smooth for her at all. And I think she was really taken aback by not just like just like a lack of acceptance, like overall. She's always
yeah.
had been an outlier. You know, just this wild person who you'd look at and be like, oh, that's a really confident person who's like being themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, it was quite the change.
It's
for
a
her.
lot for people. There's still people I haven't seen like from years, even friends, and they're just like haven't gotten on board because they're not around me a lot. You know what I mean? It's just a change. But
Yeah.
And by friends, you mean your mother.
that too. Oh my gosh. I'm like, there's no excuse. She like used to like do this excuse like. I didn't see her for like a bit. Like I can go out see my family for a long time, and like I just talk to them over the phone. But she just thinks it's okay because she's my mom to still call me my old name and not she. And it's just like she doesn't get like the bigger picture. She's very ignorant. She's a great woman. She loves me, but she just doesn't get it. She never
Yeah.
grew up like that. It's just something really different for her. Like me being gay at the time, like what 3 years ago was like okay. That was it. Like we knew that was coming. She prepared her whole life for that moment because I've always been very girly, you know. And then I took the next steps as well, and it's just like, bitch, you better get it together. I told her, I was like, I'm not going to talk to you again. Like, why would I want to have a relationship with someone who doesn't respect me? And I know it's like, again, I'm your mom, but like, no, I'm your kid. You love me, respect me. And it's hard, you know, but no excuses, people.
No excuses.
It's a big ask. You know, people, you know, they know what they know. It's
I'm
like,
glad you're pretty cool about it.
I mean, yeah, of course.
It's like, why wouldn't I be, you know?
I mean, I've had a unique experience with it. I've actually lived with two
You've been with a trans person?
No. No,
He's
I had
like,
another
God,
roommate.
no,
It's like,
but I'm
no,
here
no,
to
I
support.
haven't. I bet.
He's like, doesn't my hat say ally on it?
Right. Rainbow, it's in the name.
It's a like at least in.
Do you know what I thought you made before I like deep dived into you? She told me like about like a month ago you were gonna come on the pod. She's like, Joe and the Rainbow Seekers, and I saw one of your covers of your thing, which now I looked more into. I thought you made children's books.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome. Well, thanks for. Did you watch that, Stella? Because
Yes,
there was a kid's
I watched
book.
a couple of things earlier before you came here,
Cool.
just so I refreshed.
And you happened to come on you came across the kids book.
You made a kid's book?
Yeah, me and Chase did.
See, I'm not crazy.
No, you're not. That's crazy. You found that
up.
though.
See?
That's deep. That's
you
a
made
deep.
me feel like
Okay, no, because I was dying because a month ago or however we tried
Sorry,
we
I'm
had to reschedule a couple times, right? So
Yeah.
I've been planning on having Joe on for a while. And so when I initially told Stella, she was like, "Okay, yeah, cool, sounds great." Like, and then 5 seconds before you walked in the door, I was like, "I don't think you get it." And she was like, "What?" And I was like, "Just do a quick Google search." And then so she's like going through the Spotify. She's figuring things out. Light bulbs are going off. She's like, "Oh my God, I want to fuck this bandmate. Oh my God, what? Oh my God, he's coming over? I thought he was a children's book author or something like that." And I was like, "Well, he definitely dresses like one, but
Yeah, I do.
he is a professional musician and he's a good friend of mine." So you're
in
hilarious.
In love and light, I'm very happy you're here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm happy you guys had me over. And also, that looks like a children's book author. I don't think anyone's ever
It's a
so
compliment because
succinctly,
your
like,
covers are very nice.
just nailed it.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I'm a pretty good
You're
comedian.
welcome.
That's what I'm going to start referring to.
Yeah,
Describing my style.
absolutely.
Not that anyone asks about it, but like,
People
when
should
I'm
ask.
talking to
Just
myself or
randomly
something.
tell them. Yeah.
Do you know what my album cover would be?
What?
You know, like the book, The Giving Tree?
Mm-hmm.
It'd be like me, but like with a tree, but have it like edited really.
there'd be a
cool and
bunch
stuff.
of like little people down there.
Yeah, like, but
give
no,
me
it would
the
be
apples.
people coming out of the tree trying to grab me because I feel like I'm always giving so much. and people
hacking
grabbing
your
me.
arm off.
Yeah, but it's me. All the
Taking a
person's
toe.
like sitting there holding the apple. It'd be me holding the apple. How cool! See, that's how I want. I have a vision.
I love that for you.
What would you call it?
The giving tree.
Oh, okay, cool.
I don't think I could do it honestly. Probably.
Fuck you,
I think,
Shel
I
Silverstein.
think I would have a song called "The Giving Tree."
Are you talking? Oh, you're still talking about a music album.
Oh, so this would be a music album, but
If I were to make one,
yeah.
I like that children's book a lot, and I've always thought about making an album cover based off of it, but my own take.
What style of music is it gonna be?
Probably. I've been really into rock. Like, I want to make a band. I want to do like some like The Kills, kind of like White Stripes kind of vibe.
Okay.
But like I'm
What are you gonna
not
play?
musically, and like I'm very musically inclined. I love music, and it actually like makes me so happy, and I think it would be something that would like change my life for the better. And I love entertaining and performing. It's just like going and doing all, it's just like I'm obsessed with that lifestyle. I think I could be really good at doing it. And I don't know, I would do like probably rock, like indie rock or something, like electronic maybe
Yeah.
a little bit.
Do you give music lessons?
Can you give me some music lessons?
I don't know much about music, really.
Yeah, no, so
Yeah, you're right.
We
I'm
can't
not
help you.
qualified to
Sorry.
teach anyone anything about
Damn.
music. I can give
Do you know
tips.
that girl in with all the guitars and she, you know?
Oh yeah, Shannon Barnes lives with us.
Oh, nice. Shannon's the shit.
Yeah,
she's
Shannon's
really good.
awesome.
Shannon Barnes.
Yeah, Shannon's awesome.
Yeah, I
She
love her to
has a
death.
band called Vag Against the Machine.
Nice.
It's pretty good. They guys did pretty. I listened to something they did.
I love that. What other bands were you in like before
Yeah, did you-
landed here?
I
I know
mean,
you. Well,
that
you were
was-
solo for a long time.
Yeah, it all kind of happened as it's kind of a.
I'm so biased. I love your solo shit.
Thank you.
It's
Thank
so
you.
good.
So you got the Rainbow Seekers. Like you added them on after you were friends
It's
with
been
them.
like this. It's a long story. I'll
Sorry.
try to summarize it quickly.
Oh, we're here
but,
all day.
I was studying music, intended to go to college to play bass. About 6 months into that, I was like, fuck this. I'm cashed out. I don't want to do music academically at all. I was playing bass and cello. Missed it after quitting, and had like some leftover graduation money. Bought an acoustic guitar.
What that whistle?
I met a girl. Her name was Lauren Guilfoyle in Communications 101. She was running the open mics at Kaya Coffee, and gave a speech on her organizing the open mic. I gave a speech on buying an acoustic guitar and learning to play. And we became good buds. I had a huge crush on her. And that never panned out. Totally cool. But she invited me out. And yeah, we just like, you know, was like one of my best friends throughout my like sophomore year probably. She ended up, I think she got pregnant and then left school. And someone else took it over. But
took your position.
I think that's what happened.
She said, I need a different open mic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, keep going.
No.
He's like,
But yeah, that little coffee shop is really like
Kaya Coffee.
Kaya Coffee.
Where is it?
This was in Mount Pleasant. We went to CMU.
Oh,
That's where we went to
my
college.
cousin just is going there now.
Yeah.
Nice.
Really boring place. There's not a lot to do.
Right.
But there was this little coffee shop, and it just gave me like some grounds to cut my chops,
awesome.
to learn to play, to like learn to write songs. I could write songs and then go like play them and see how people felt. And it was really just like a big joke for years. And then the band happened, and it was
so
still a
funny.
big joke. And then it wasn't really until like probably 6 or 7 years ago that it was like, okay, this is a thing.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Do you see
we
how
need
you're
to take
stepping
it seriously.
Yeah, like how you grew.
Because we're talking, that was 10 years ago now.
Yeah.
I'm 32. I think I was 22 when I met you. And not to be cheesy, but like I went to that show with Tiffany Stubbs, and I just knew. I was like, this friend is going to 100% blow up one day. Like,
Thank you.
and then it was really cool because Tiffany and I got to go and see you at the Red Rocks.
Oh my gosh, that's a great venue.
Yeah. Joe opened for Grizz
Oh my god.
at the Red Rocks, and it was like,
Threw us a bone. It was really nice of him. Like that was.
He is such a nice
great
guy,
day.
of course.
Yeah, Grant's the shit.
Yeah,
He's a
Grant
good-
is amazing.
He's a good dude. He's got a good crew, and that was a special day.
it was very, very, very special. And I flew out, and Tiffany flew from California, and we got to fucking witness. Like, it literally went from solo Cafe Joe to like watching him perform at the Red Rocks. Like, we were in tears, dude.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It was awesome, and I can only imagine what that felt like for you.
It's over immediately. I remember. I mean, there's so much buildup. You have all this time to like think about. Like,
Yeah.
oh wow, we're gonna play Red Rocks for the first time, and you rehearse and like you have it down. You know what you're gonna do. We showed up. Really, I think we played about as well as we possibly could have, and we prepared for it. We put in the work, and I remember it was all over, and I walked out on the stage when everyone was loading out. When the show's done, like things are torn out in like 20 minutes. It's nuts, but
Yeah.
I went and said hi to Grant. He was standing on the stage, and we were just chatting. But like internally, I was just like, I should probably try to hold on to this moment a little bit because the day had just gone by immediately. But that's how it is, Just things come and they pass, and you just move on to whatever's next, and try to appreciate it if you have those little moments to be like, I'm grateful for this.
So you're a lot more of a humble artist than I am. Let me just start.
I've been humbled a lot. I've been cut down a million times. I should be like quadriplegic, like flopping in here, covered in olive oil and shit.
Fucking
you know
fish.
what? I would have loved that.
We could make it happen.
Stella.
It's
I
in
would
the
have
vein.
loved that.
I would have loved that. Reel on in here, baby.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm like,
Just
here's
a-
your fisherman pants.
Right?
Yeah.
Just a fish
Yeah,
putting
come
on
on
waiters.
They're
over.
not for
What's going on?
fishing.
Yeah, no shit. But I constantly feel like, you hit a milestone, and it's great, and it's a lot, and like things will bring you to tears. You do hang on to these moments, and it's very, very cool like, to watch you like the growth and all that stuff. But then once it's done, I'm like, what's the next thing?
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that.
I'm like an addict to just like progressing and like getting the next, and it's really hard with stand up because you reach a plateau at a certain time, and I'm sure
So difficult.
it's so difficult. So like when you get something like that, like the Red Rocks, or like I just recently played a state theater, and that was like crazy for me.
Which one?
It was in Windsor.
Cool.
Yeah, it was just a tiny theater, but it's still like to look
Yeah, it
up
was
at
a
like
big
the
deal.
gorgeous ceilings and all the things and a huge crowd, and it's
Always
amazing.
celebrate if you like feel like I did it. I got a thing that I've been working really hard towards. Like even if it's just inside, just be like, good job, Joe.
Yeah.
You know,
Good job.
For sure.
We did it, Joe.
we did it.
We did it. Yeah. It's kind of nuts. Like, yes, you appreciate it. And like you're saying, it does go by very fast. It's like a wedding day, right? Because you're so happy and it's, all the chemicals in your brain are just fucking going nuts. But then, as soon as it's done, I'm just like, what's next? Oh, wait, nothing for a long time. Oh, God, I do suck at this.
That's just time to focus on the craft.
Yeah.
It's an art form. It requires dedication. It requires like a level of seriousness that, I mean, obviously, it's like people think comedy, like it's about fun and laughter. It's like, this is like a serious art form.
Yeah.
This is like high art. And like you have to completely dedicate yourself to it. I mean, that's how I became with music. I was a late bloomer in those regards, but it was probably like 5 or 6 years ago where I was like, I mean, honestly, during COVID, really.
Yeah.
I was like, we're going to survive the pandemic, the band. Like, I need to, like, no more fucking around.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I just started practicing every day and just taking things a lot more seriously. And I wish I had done that years before. Yeah. And really, I'd kind of like, it sounds so cheesy, but think of like the people I really look up to musically. And I would kind of be like, what would they be doing right now?
Sure.
Probably practicing. Because that's how all the good players are.
I know.
I'm friends with the producer of the Wolfpack stuff.
Sick.
I've been fortunate to become good buddies with him in Ann Arbor over the last, which is awesome because it's like I've always looked up to him.
Yeah.
He's learning saxophone right now, and he's literally playing 8 hours a day.
Whoa.
Which is, I mean, he's got tendonitis. I was helping him like weed whack stuff in his backyard the other day because he can't use a chainsaw.
Damn.
But like comedy's the same thing, and it requires. I think it's a higher art form than music. Like it's fucking hard. There's cooking, there's chefs, and then there's comedy. Yeah. And then everything else.
And then there's musicians.
Yeah, I'd like to think we're in the third spot.
I love you put chefs at the top and then comics.
Well, because with that, you're like dealing with chemistry. You're dealing with like it's science. You're a scientist. Yeah. And then it has to taste good. Your science has to taste good.
What's cooking good looking?
But you're bringing people together.
In the kitchen.
The most important part of the day is like, dinner with your friends or family. Like there's nothing more powerful than like getting people together and just eating.
Yes.
And connecting over a great meal.
And you're single.
I am.
Yeah. Wow. Everything you said has been great.
Thank you, Stella.
Do you hear that, ladies?
After this pod, you're going to get a girlfriend. We just know it.
I'm a cat, though. Make sure they ignore me and just act kind of like disgusted with me. And I'll be like...
See, guys like that.
Yeah.
That's horrible to admit, but...
Wow, you're such a cis man. Good for you.
Isn't that dumb? But it's dumb as shit.
You want to know what's not dumb? The self-awareness. And you're willing to admit that about you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's stupid.
A lot of dudes are way dumber than you, man. Trust me.
It's tough being a guy sometimes.
Is it? What's so hard about it?
Because we're just
having all your
dumb.
rights.
Like, and I'm not just saying that as like, oh, I've been told that. It's just like, sometimes we're just kind of dumb.
Yeah.
Like, I went through this breakup. The only reason it happened is because I just like didn't really listen.
And see, that's the problem.
That's some classic shit
Men
right there.
don't listen. That's the truth.
Yeah, you just kind of like get comfortable and you're like, whatever.
Yeah.
Get off my jock. I don't know if I said it like that.
You know what? I take back my statement.
Right. How do you stay so positive? Drugs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Am I positive?
I think you're extremely positive. You're a very
thanks.
positive person. When I was talking about like my humility versus yours, I'm like watching you talk and I'm just like, wow, I am so mentally unstable and Joe isn't. That's how I feel.
Well, if you ever want to, step inside my body, I don't know.
Step inside my waders.
I try really hard to just like be okay.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's it. Maybe that's the secret. You just actually really try at it.
It does. Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. Huh. In my opinion, you elude positivity.
Thank you.
Not just in your work, but like in friendship too. So
you guys are like fuck right now, or like.
So it's like, please remember it's each other's mothers.
Like a nice glass table. God.
This would sound great.
Well, this is going to be our first orgy right here.
Would you have sex to your music?
Fuck no.
That's a great fucking question.
That's a
I didn't
good
put
question,
that on the
but
thing.
absolutely not. All right, imagine you're like with some dude.
And you hear a note.
He's
You're
like,
"Damn,
hey."
I could have done that better."
He's just like, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, let me put on some of my own music.
Let me put
First
on
of all,
each
there's a
other's mothers.
99% chance it's just going to suck really bad.
God, you gotta be nicer to yourself.
That happened to me once. This one
The
time on
sex or the
podcast, I was
songs?
like,
Well, the song is probably going to be bad.
Okay, got it.
No.
Sex is gonna be great.
sex is
obviously.
good,
Maybe.
just not to the song.
I would never want. Like, my mom puts on my music at, like, family parties, and I mean, honestly, I can't. I had struggled to, like, filter out sound in general, like,
Yeah.
especially music. Especially if I'm feeling, like, a little awkward, all I'll hear is the music. So my mom puts on, like,
Hello, Stella Unplugged Audio again. This episode is over. There will be more with Joe next week. Next week's episode. Okay.
Like Gucci, Gucci, Louis, Louis, Fendi,